YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Buddha back in the building for another Last Cloudia news and information video. We're going to be talking about the latest character coming to Last Cloudia tomorrow. Very easy character to speculate on, call out. So congratulations to the entire LC community for getting it correct. And I did look at the video already. Very excited to review it in depth with you guys, because while I'm skimming over it early in the AM, you can see your boy Buddha is still half asleep. I tend to miss some details. So we're going to dive straight into this video without further ado and see what the final Council of 10 member is bringing to the table. Granadas bursting into the screen. First skill is a 5-hitter, second one is an 8-hitter, and the third skill is a 16-hitter, which is quite a lot. That special is absolutely dope and looks like a team-wide buff. We're going to get into the details here shortly, but we're going to start with the traits. First one, Imperial Anthem. Regularly give all allies a physical attack damage taken minus 10%, damage from bosses minus 20% buff. When only one weapon is equipped, physical damage plus 60% and damage cap plus 15,000. There's a lot of talk yesterday in the Discord about what kind of kit Granadas was going to be bringing. I was 100% on board with him being a tank, and a lot of others threw in the idea of him being somewhat of a bruiser with some damage capabilities. And with a fat old damage cap of 15,000 as a single wielder, I'm getting the bruiser vibe from him. As we read through, I think he's definitely going to be leaning more towards tank, but nice to see that he does have some very meta damage caps, even as a single wielder. His second trait is Genbu. If attribute resistance is at least 1, won't flinch from that type of magic attack. Chance to nullify long-range physical attack damage taken, nullify defense piercing effects, and nullify attribute ignore/cut effects. So if you can make this guy have at least 1 resistance to every element, you don't have to worry about anyone inflicting weak damage to you or dealing that extra kind of damage. The first thing I think is this like anti-Trish kind of defensive mechanism that he's got going on in his trait. So I'm about it. I'm excited to see it. Very defensive, introducing new types of defensive abilities that we haven't seen before. And as I just showcased and described in my Gorm video, my 5-star video on him, the way tanks are evolving and affecting end game play, especially with like new types of abilities that we're seeing here. Looking at the ability descriptions, we have his skill 1, Elite Lancer, is a frontal long-range earth combo, which is quite interesting. Skill 2 is Anchor Storm, wide area earth combo attack around the unit. Chance for temporary effect making all enemies target the unit. Chance up if MND is higher than the enemies, and chance down if lower. And max chance up as skill level rises. So he's got the same type of skill 2 that Ruto has, except his has some damage worked into it. So quite interesting to see. Skill 3 Spiral Charge. Instantly close the gap for a wide area earth combo attack and give MND plus 20% buff to all allies. Damage cap plus 4,000. I mean, we'll take it. Dude is feeling real bruisery, right? With some more emphasis on defense than like a Shift Kyle. But I'm digging it. I'm digging what I'm seeing. And his special, Imperial Force. Give all allies a skill and special damage taken minus 50% and won't flinch from physical attacks buff. Now, I don't think this is quite on the level of super armor. I believe super armor is nullifying flinch while you're attacking from all types of attacks. Not all types of attacks, but physical and magic. This is just a flinch resistance from physical attack damage, which I still am a huge fan of. big boon to enabling your offensive units, especially ones with long combos that get flinched out real easily. So all of you Dante users, I know DMZ hasn't been around for over a year now, but that was a huge complaint about him. He's got good damage potential and got some news to look at, more 5-star buffs in another video. Stay tuned for that. But he would get flinched out of his long combo animations very easily, and having a unit that enables at least half of super armor is going to be very cool to finally have in game. So Granadas is getting a huge thumbs up from your boy Buddha. Y'all know how much of a fan I am of super armor. We've got the skill board, the meat of any unit's actual kit, and he's got quite the amount of unique skills he's introducing. The first one is a charisma. All allies defense plus 30%. Sounds good. Immovable stance, unit defense plus 30%, yet strength minus 20%, more likely to be targeted by enemies. You guys know how important those allure stacks are if you watched my latest Gorm videos for any type of tank. So very nice skill I'm seeing there. I'm not worried about the minus 20% to STR. You guys know that physical damage mods rule any type of DPS output, so I think you can make up for that, and definitely worth keeping that skill on. Roar. Remove all STR, int, defense, and mind debuffs from all allies once per wave, excluding some debuffs. Not sure if anyone's questioning this, however, don't think that Roar will take away the minus 20% STR from Immovable Stance, because Immovable Stance isn't a debuff, it's just an innate skill that Granadas has. Just a little discrepancy I thought I'd throw out there in case anyone thinks that that'll happen. Cool. I mean, not super huge. I don't know a lot of stages, a lot of endgame content that lowering your team's stats is a huge issue, but it's very nice to have that effect when it becomes a problem in the future. Guard Bash. Guard equipped when guard activates. Chance to deal damage to nearby enemies and make most enemies flinch. This is very similar to the skill Ruto has, where if he's getting attacked and in guard, he has a chance to basically interrupt the attackers. So we've got that with Guard Bash here. Fierce Instructor. XP received after battle plus 100%. Now everyone's kind of going crazy over this skill because it's like the best XP modifier that we've ever seen, and it's built within Granadas here. The reason I'm not so excited and so enamored with it as I think it initially can look is because when you're talking about auto farming and the importance of XP ups, XP up 2, you're looking to put that on a unit that can reliably auto clear, insta clear whatever stage you're auto farming. Granadas is not going to be insta-clearing. Based on any animations I just saw, I could be wrong. Maybe his S3 has a much more wide area than I am understanding. If he can insta-clear like IGC3 with his S3, then we're talking about a pretty potent ability with his Fierce Instructor. But any of the other auto-farming stages, like the Maja, Chapter 6-8, Heart of the Temple, Granadas is not dealing DPS in order to match the clear time that, you know, Maja has, or even I'd say a double spell from Angela or Eliza, and that clear time that it would take Granadas to clear these stages is not going to make up any kind of difference with this Fear Instructor skill. So I mean, I'm excited because it helps you level him up super fast if you get this skill unlocked before you get him to level 110. But other than that, I don't see the craziness that I think a lot of others are freaking out about. Focused Will. Duration of STR, defense, int, and M&D debuffs taken minus 50%, excluding some debuffs. So this guy's all about not having any stat debuffs on himself or even the team. We don't want to see any of that when Granadas is present. Chivalrous Mindset Spear. Now, I'm going to kind of spoil the patch notes, the maintenance notes that we got in game. We are getting this change in the Chivalrous Mindset skill, or now skills, because the original one that we had only affected a sword and armor, but that is now going to get changed to Chivalrous Mindset : sword. So now we're going to know which weapon and armor type gives us that strength and defense plus 50%. This skill actually came up in my Gorm video. While Chivalrous Mindset Sword is a teachable skill, uh, all it does is increase the stat of the actual pieces of equipment. It doesn't give the unit 50% to strength and defense overall. Let's say your sword has 100 attack and your armor has 100 defense. Now the sword has 150 strength and the armor has 150 defense. It doesn't give you the monstrous buff to the overall STR and defensive stat of the unit. So I don't consider this a super effective skill that gives a great return. But if it's going to come innate, we'll definitely take it. And as we get gear with higher stats, I mean, this skill will only age better over time. Guard Vitals, we see critical damage taken minus 10%. We'll take that. Resolve Up Max, Defense in Mind, plus 15%. Stone Enhance, we're seeing another Enhance skill, which is great. Earth attack damage plus 10%, right? That's affecting everything physical, special, and magic. And physical damage taken minus 15%. Then looking through the skills that we've already seen, Resolve Up 3, Guard, Steel Guard, Grand Guard, Heal Guard, Guard Charge, X Guard. I mean, there you go. That pretty much tells you that our boy here, his main role, they're introducing Granadas as a tank. I just went over how important the guard package is for your tank, so we're seeing he comes with almost all of them innately with some extra unique ones. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Auto Fort, Stone Armor, Human Shield, Night Zone, Night Mastery, Flanks, Two-Handed Spear, so some extra single-wield spear damage cap. Spear High Boost, Earth Attack Raise 2, we'll take that damage cap. Earth Mega Drive will take, Earth Mega Drive gives us damage cap, not Earth Attack Raise 2. Piercing, Indomitable Spirit, incredible skill to have for tanks innately, and Skill Charge 2. Dude is looking real nice. I like this kit. He's kind of a fusion of literally Ruto, Gorm, and Shift Kyle all in one. That's what this guy represents to me. You can deal some bruiser single wheel damage with him. He's got an incredible tank package built into him. He's got the Ruto S2 gimmick, and he's just looking like a defensive wall monster who also enables physical damage flinch nullification to the team. I'm loving this guy. I want him. This is the kind of unit I want introducing new types of enabling to your team, to your account. Am I saying he's a must pull? Absolutely not. Especially if you're a free-to-play or budget player. This dude will come back on next year's white banner for 30k guaranteed if he doesn't come back on a 30k step-up banner sooner. So I would not recommend anyone summon for him anytime soon, but he's definitely a unit that I personally want on the account. Now we look at the SSR Ark coming with him, Aldana Imperial Order. The Ark trait boosts STR and defense based on number of living knight allies, max 20%. Survive once and recover some HP first time lethal damage is taken, so has determination built into it. Armor equipped, skill and special damage taken minus 20%. I mean, this is going to be a great general pool SSR Ark for any of your tanks in general, I'd say. Learnable skills, Earth Drive, physical attack and special damage plus 10%. Love to see drive skills teachable on Arks, so we'll definitely take it. Sniper Shield, damage from sniper types minus 10%. Aldana Iron Wall, when party has at least 2 units and all are alive. Physical attack damage taken minus 10%. We'll be interested to see the SC cost on that skill because it does sound like a great damage mitigation skill to add on your defensive builds in Arena. Vigilance, Armor Boost, and Royal Armor as the other ones. Again, this is just screaming general Ark for your tanks, so we'll definitely take it as an addition to the game. And the Ark Ether Reward, we see Imperial Valor Shield as a 6-star accessory. The trait, chance to auto-guard. Remember, that chance to auto-guard ability, it's not important for units like Granadas, Ruto, Gorm, because guard is a binary thing. They all have guard innate. Continuous regeneration effect, gradual HP recovery. Not a fan of regeneration. It's a very, very slow way to gain HP over time, so whatever. Stats: defense 87, M&D 44, and resistances light and dark +5. Nothing to write home about. This is not an AER that stands out to me at all. I probably wouldn't even run it on my tanks if I got it. But I guess for new players, if you need an option, you don't have much available, and this is one of your starting arcs that you get the AER for, and you're running a tank, sure, I guess. And that covers the video, y'all. I'm going to go back here and look at these animations one more time. I just want to check out that S1. So we've got the S1, so it is this weird, he like swipes at the ground, and you can see that a lot of the ground is discolored, because I think that's the attack range that he's got going on. I'm not confident from this showing if it's like Meilei's S1 or Rimmeru's S1, but it's definitely longer range than just a short range attack, so I see why they worded it that way. It's mainly the special. I just want this guy for his special. I'm very sad I don't have the UR Arc War, so I can just give my units flinch nullification to physical attacks right away at the battle start. But it's fine. It's fine. The dude is looking very, very cool. Definitely a tank that I would like to add to my account. Very happy to see a new tank introduced to the game overall. And excited to see what you guys think in the comments. That's all I got for you in this video, guys. Look out for the news and maintenance update review that will be coming up. I'll go over all that information, introducing new old collab 5-star buffs. One in particular that I'm very excited for. Like, subscribe, bell notifications if you're new. Y'all know the drill. And with all that being said, guys, y'all know what we say. Work hard, play hard. See you in the next video.